When was the last time you got your child's ears tested or their eyes? Some of you might respond, never. Why would you get your child's ears or eyes tested if they have no apparent problems, right? I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or so we think. Let me share a story from my classroom. There was a student in grade 2 who had already earned the reputation of being careless and disobedient. When this child joined my class, I was told he was going to be quite a handful. And indeed, he would just turn a deaf ear to all my instructions. Despite this, he was such a happy, carefree child that no matter what I said, it made no difference. One day, I decided to sit him down for a chat. I thought a personal conversation might motivate him to change. The classroom was empty and quiet. I started speaking softly and lovingly to him, but he just wasn't responding at all, as if he couldn't understand what I'm saying. And I thought, wow, my soothing voice is really putting him to sleep. But then I repeated myself louder, and his response changed. Slowly, as I continued to speak louder and slower, I found he was actually communicating very sensibly. We ended up having a meaningful conversation. That evening, I called his mother and requested that she take him for a hearing checkup. Initially, she was in a denial. She completely rejected the idea that her child might have any hearing issues. She also said, "Not my child. He just has selective hearing, like his dad." However, I shared my detailed observations with her, and she finally agreed to consult an ENT specialist. And guess what? The child did have hearing issues. The child never realized that he was hearing less than normal and thought everyone else was hearing just like him. On the top of that, his cheerful nature made his responses to reprimands seem like carelessness or disobedience. The child needed a hearing aid. Once he got a hearing aid, once he got used to it, he started following instructions perfectly. Though the parents were initially heartbroken about their son needing a hearing aid, they soon got over the disappointment and later actually thanked me for suggesting the consultation. Dear parents, young children often don't realize if they're not hearing or seeing clearly like others. They don't complain, and adults around them might not notice. Often, students who make errors while copying from the blackboard might have vision issues, but it's easy to label them as careless. It's like how we think the printer is broken when it's just out of paper. So take your young children for an auditory checkup, ideally before they start school. Eye checkups should be done annually. Actually, even a visit to the dentist should be an annual affair. Catching a cavity early, it can be a boon, both for the child and parent. As they say, prevention is better than cure. No one likes to visit a doctor, especially when your child seems perfectly fine. But I hope the story I shared motivates you to take your children for annual checkups. By the way, how many of you already take your children for regular checkups? Do let me know in the comments. That's all for today, folks. See you in my next video.